Welcome everyone to Bluegrass Dreams to Seams. My name is Cheryl. This is my sewing channel. Mostly I kind of do a review of what I've made, but sometimes I'll throw in some tutorials. I think I might try to do that a little bit more over the next year. I have done them in the past. It's a little bit complicated for me to film those, but I may just have to start saying, hubby, come and make yourself useful. um, anyway, what is going to be in this video? I thought I would tell you that first, and that way you kind of know the order of things. First, we're going to talk about the duster I made using this book. Now, this is the UK version of this book. There is also a US version. They have different covers. The UK has the duster coat that's featured in this book. There's like 13 or 14 patterns in here, and you access them a little bit different in the two issues. We're going to talk about this duster robe. I made a robe instead of a duster coat. I did shorten it. I did not use the cuffs to the pattern. We're going to talk about that first, and then we're going to talk about a top that I've made now 3 times. That's it right there. That's the simplicity pattern. We'll talk about that. That is Liberty Lawn that you see there. And then we're going to talk about my weekend in Murray. I went Friday and Saturday to an indigo dyeing class, both days, with my friend Sue Ellen, and we had the best time. And I'm going to share with you what I dyed and how much I learned. The teacher her name's Lexie. I'll put all her information in the description box. Phenomenal teacher, really knows her craft very well, and I learned quite a bit about indigo dyeing. And then I came home and researched how to set the dye, and I'll share that as well in that section of the video. So I hope that you're interested in going along with me for this ride. It might be a little bit longer video than I normally produce, but let's go. So here's my robe in my fun dog print. There are people walking their dog, and you'll actually get a better view when I turn it around to the back. So here's where you can get a better view of the print. I just love it. One of my friends said, "I'm this one." I just love that one. She's on her rollerblades. Of course, a windy day, and you know, just the hat. I love the hat. So just a fun print to have for a robe, and it does have pockets. I did not put the cuffs on. I did the lace instead. There are pockets right here. I just kept get that sleeve out of the way. There's a pocket right there. Probably see it better from the inside. There are the pockets. So there it is. It's just fun to wear. Next, we're going to talk about the other make that I got finished, and that's this top right here. It's Simplicity 9107. I'll snap a picture right here of the pattern envelope. This is the 3rd time I've made this pattern because I love it so much. I love this. This is Liberty Lawn. I purchased at Hancock's of Paducah before the quilters came in town. They had exactly 1.25 yards left, and I knew that was going to be very slim because it's 44 inches wide, and I thought that's really going to cut it close, me getting this out. But I managed to do it by taking care of one situation. I tried to lay it all out where the lower back would have its 3 pieces, center back, 2 side back panels, but that one side back panel would not fit anywhere for me to cut it out unless I joined the center back piece and the side panel pieces. You get rid of the 5/8 inch seam allowance, just overlap them, and I cut it on the fold, and I was able to get it then. So let's talk about this top. Do you ever have tops or dresses or just anything you've made that you love it so much that every time it's clean you have it on? I have already worn this top probably 4 times. I've had it made for a little over a week, but I've had it on 4 times. Every time I get a chance to wear it, I wear it. It is so, so comfortable. I love this print. It is just gorgeous that I purchased at Hancock's of Paducah. I did do a few things, like I took some of the pink that I had left from that blouse and used it as binding. I also used that same fabric on the back yoke. You have these pleats put in here that go 3 to the center, 3 to the center, and you can kind of see the facing through there, but that doesn't bother me at all. So how did I decide where to cut this? I decided don't try to match these trees, get this centered, and just cut different trees. I'm very, very pleased with this mag. I love it. Now let's talk about my indigo dyeing class. I looked so forward to this the minute Murray Art Guild announced it. I was on the phone with a friend and said, hey, does anybody want to take an indigo dyeing class with me? I think I'm going to go both days. Lexie was wonderful, a wonderful instructor. I'm going to link all her information below for you. Really knowledgeable about her craft. How am I going to set this dye? Because I was really worried about it bleeding, since I'd had a bleeding episode from purchased fabric. I thought, what am I going to do? I want to make sure this doesn't bleed. And so I looked up setting indigo dye. And in that website, they recommended you let it dry for 48 hours. Then you create a solution of a half a cup of vinegar, white vinegar, to every gallon of hot water. So I did a gallon, 2 gallons of hot water, 1 cup of vinegar, and I mixed that up, and then I dropped my day one pieces all in there and soaked them for about 30 minutes. A hot washer with mild soap, and then the hot dryer to dry it. Day two was processed basically the same way. I had to use a little bit more water, but I let it soak a little bit longer because there was more of it. And then I did the same thing, mild detergent in the washer, then the dryer. The only thing I haven't processed yet is this wool yarn. I made a mistake by not soaking that yarn overnight. Wool takes a longer time to absorb water. Mistake. I didn't think about it till I got there. Too late. So I just went ahead and dyed it just to see what would happen. I did not get the results that I'd hoped, but I'll still knit this up, probably 2 strands together, and just make me like a little felted hot pad is what I'll do with this. It won't be wasted. Trust me, it won't be wasted. So that has been what I managed to get done this month. Thank you for hanging in there with me while I get through this pretty rough year that we're having. And I really do appreciate your loyalty. Thank you so much. Have a great week.